What if your feline companion has spent their entire existence hoping for a single gesture from you, and you haven't realized it once? Most people believe they've unlocked the secrets of their cat's heart, but there exists a hidden collection of desires your cat silently longs for, things almost nobody discusses. And here's what stings. These aren't grand, complicated actions. The smallest miss can whisper louder than any meow. They're almost embarrassingly straightforward. Yet if you keep misunderstanding them, which the average owner does constantly without even noticing, your pet gradually stops seeking you out. The first hidden need they've been praying you'd notice. 1. Offer them a throne above the ground. Have you ever spotted your cat perched on the refrigerator and immediately shooed them down? Almost everyone does. But that moment you labeled mischief, your cat was obeying an instinct screaming to be fulfilled. Felines are biologically programmed to locate the loftiest spot in any space. It ranks among their most primal urges. In nature, elevation equals security. It means command. It means I can survey everything, and nothing can ambush me. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science demonstrated that felines provided with vertical territory exhibited notably reduced stress markers compared to those without. That isn't a preference. That's a requirement, and the vast majority of households never supply it. Think about your living space right this second. Where does your cat retreat when frightened or anxious? If the answer is beneath the bed or crammed behind the sofa, that reveals everything. They're crouching low because you never gave them the alternative to feel secure up high. A single wall-mounted ledge, a substantial cat tower next to a window, even clearing a bookshelf top and laying down a towel can revolutionize your cat's emotional landscape. When a feline possesses an elevated zone to claim as their own, they quit hiding. They begin observing. And that transformation from concealment to watchfulness is the precise instant your cat starts feeling like your home belongs to them too. A cat on a shelf is a cat without fear. If that shocked you, the final item on this roster is the one that makes most owners feel a pang of regret once they learn it, because you've had the opportunity to do it every single day without realizing. 2. Pause petting until they signal first. Have you ever reached down to stroke your cat and seen them wince, duck away, or simply leave? Most people brush it off. But your cat just communicated something crucial, and you overlooked it. Here's what hardly anyone understands. Each time you extend your hand and touch your cat without an invitation, you're making a withdrawal from a trust bank you never knew existed. 1 or 2 withdrawals? No disaster. But dozens every day, week after week? That balance goes empty. Cats are among the only domesticated animals who must initiate affection on their own timeline for it to genuinely feel positive to them. A study from the University of Lincoln found that felines who controlled when and how they were touched formed stronger attachments with their owners than cats who were petted arbitrarily. So what does a genuine invitation look like? It's the forehead press against your fingers, the slow approach with a tail held straight up, the instant they curl into your lap without being placed there. Those are green lights. Everything else is you making the choice for them. The hardest skill? Doing nothing. Letting your cat stroll past you without reaching down. Sitting on the couch and keeping your palms still. It feels awkward. But the second you stop grabbing and start waiting, something shifts. Your cat begins approaching you more often, not because you forced them, but because you finally turned into someone who felt safe to walk toward. 3. Lower yourself to the floor beside them. When did you last genuinely sit on the floor next to your cat? Not to pick them up, not to wipe a spill, just to be present. Most owners never realize this, but your cat spends their entire existence gazing upward at you. You're this enormous presence that moves quickly, generates loud sounds, and towers over them every single moment of the day. From their viewpoint, you're unpredictable. And unpredictable things don't feel safe. But something fascinating occurs when you drop to their level. Researchers in animal behavior have noticed that cats interpret body height as a threat or dominant signal. The smaller you make yourself, the less intimidating you become. It's not about weakness. It's about approachability. Try this experiment Next time your cat is relaxing in the living room, simply sit on the floor a few feet away. Don't call them. Don't stretch out your hand. Just exist in their space at their altitude. Watch what unfolds. Most cats will look at you differently almost instantly. Some will slowly wander closer. Others will simply sink deeper into their nap because, for the first time, you're not something to monitor. This technique works especially well for shy, anxious, or newly adopted felines. You could spend months trying to earn their trust with treats and playthings, or you could sit on the floor for 10 minutes and let physics do the work. Your cat has been waiting for you to step down into their universe. Most caretakers never think to try it. 4. Allow them to sniff before you make contact. Do you present your hand before you pet your cat, or do you dive straight for their head? Be truthful, because most people skip this step each and every time, and it ranks as one of the biggest trust breakers in your cat's daily life. Here's the feline perspective. Their sense of smell operates 14 times more powerfully than yours. Scent is how they read reality. It's how they identify you, detect your mood, and decide whether this moment feels safe or threatening. When you skip the sniff and go directly to stroking, you're essentially bypassing hello and jumping straight to a hug with someone who wasn't prepared. The correct method is almost laughably simple. Before you touch your cat, extend one finger or the back of your wrist a few inches from their nose. Let them come to you. Let them absorb the data. If they lean forward or bump your hand, that's approval. If they pull back or turn away, that's your answer too. A study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that felines permitted to initiate contact via scent investigation first displayed fewer signs of stress and aggression during handling. That single brief pause before touching completely transforms how your cat experiences your hand. Consider how many times daily you reach for your cat. Now imagine every single one of those moments starting with a 2-second delay. That's all it takes. 2 seconds of patience that communicate, I respect you enough to ask permission. 5. Establish a rhythm they can anticipate. Have you ever noticed your cat waiting beside their food dish at the identical time each day, even without a clock visible? That's not coincidence. That's your cat revealing what they require most from you. Cats don't process time the way we do. They process patterns. When you feed them at the same hour, engage with them at the same moment, and settle onto the couch at the same point each night, your cat constructs an internal map of their entire day around you. And that map means everything to them. When that map breaks, something inside their sense of security breaks too. Research published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery showed that unpredictable environments were a primary cause of chronic stress in indoor cats. We're not discussing major upheavals like moving houses or introducing a new pet. We're discussing tiny things: feeding half an hour late, skipping playtime for a week, returning home at different hours each night. To you, that's just ordinary life. To your cat, the single stable element in their world just became unreliable. The solution isn't about becoming robotic. It's about being consistent in the moments that matter. Feed them around the same general time. Schedule a short play session they can count on. Even something as simple as sitting in the same chair when you watch evening television gives your cat a rhythm they can release into. Here's the mistake most owners make. They want their cat to become more affectionate, more playful, more trusting. But they never link that desire to routine. A cat who doesn't know what comes next is a cat who stays perpetually guarded. A predictable day is a peaceful night for a cat, and a constantly guarded cat lacks the energy to love you the way they secretly wish to. 6. Speak to them using your voice. Do you ever chat with your cat when no one else is nearby? Perhaps while brewing morning coffee or walking between rooms. If you do, you're not strange. You're performing the one act your cat has anticipated the longest. Here's what most people don't know. Adult cats don't meow at other cats. Meowing is a language they developed exclusively for communicating with humans. Your cat looked at you and over time created a vocal system designed for one audience: you. A study from Lund University in Sweden discovered that cats develop unique vocal patterns tailored to their specific owner. That means no other feline on Earth sounds exactly like yours, because no other feline is trying to speak to you. But here's where emotion enters. Your cat has been speaking this language every single day. At the door when you arrive home, in the kitchen while you cook, at night when they follow you down the hallway. They've been talking. And most owners never answer back. You don't need special words. You don't need a particular tone. Just talk to them the way you'd speak to someone you share your life with. Describe your day. Say good morning when you wake up. Narrate your cooking process while you prepare dinner. It sounds silly, but research in animal cognition found that cats can recognize their owner's voice and react differently to it compared to a stranger's voice. They are listening, and they know precisely when you're addressing them. If you've never tried these 6 adjustments, today is the day to start. Your cat has been waiting. Don't make them wait any longer. Like and subscribe to this channel for more deep insights into the creatures who share our homes and hearts.